Okay,
Thanks,
Yolanda. Crime victims are meeting with the Georgia Board of Pardons and Paroles right here in South Georgia.
It's Victims Visitors Day in Valdosta, a time when victims and their families can get information on prisoners who committed crimes against them. They can also voice their concerns to the board. WLB News 10's Lydia Jennings talks with one of those victims.
It was an emotional day for some victims, having to bring up the past and talk to the parole board about the person who victimized them.
I live with looking at that image of him standing there getting ready to shoot me with a gun, and that was the last thing I ever seen that was clear to me, because I'm now legally blind and all I see is images, and everything in here is fuzzy and distorted.
Josephine Lennon survived after being shot 4 times by her ex-boyfriend and father of 2 of her children. In February 2010, Roy Smith tried to kill her and her daughter. Today, she asked the parole board never to allow her attacker out of prison.
I wanted to make sure that they understand that they're dealing with a man that has no feelings, that they're dealing with somebody that was sentenced to all those years for a reason.
Inside, over 60 crime victims are talking to the parole board one-on-one about crimes ranging anywhere from armed robbery to murder. A ceremony kicked off the Victims Visitors Day with over 100 people from law enforcement agencies, parole officers, and families supporting victims.
Today is another opportunity for them to articulate how they feel like their personal safety may be in jeopardy if this offender is released. As a parole board, we take that into account in every vote that we cast.
The chairman of the board says sometimes people forget about the victims and their suffering.
It's possible that if we did not have days like this, perhaps victims wouldn't be granted the sensitivity and the patience and the attention they need.
Lennon's offender is sentenced to prison until 2070 and will not be eligible for parole. In Valdosta, Lydia Jennings, WALB News 10.
The Pardons and Paroles Board holds at least 2 Victims Visitors Day a year around the state.